and welcome back to the channel. This is Matthew Pizgatti. Today we're talking about Rex. I told you in my last video I was excited for Rex, especially the big payday, the BPD feature of the auction. Now, for those who are not aware, let me brief synopsis again. Rex is running an auction of 222 days. So that's 222 24-hour periods that they're running this auction, where you essentially just throw BUSD at it. You throw in that BUSD for the day. Once that 24-hour period is done, whatever your portion of that daily pool is, you're going to get that percentage of however much Rex was available for the day, and it's a decreasing amount of Rex every day until the end of the auction. And so this is the starting way that they're kicking off the project. This is how they're minting Rex. The exciting thing about that big payday, which you're going to see me go ahead and throw the bare minimum at it today just to start participating, is that you only need a minimum of 100 to enter. So you throw 100 BUSD at it, that's roughly $100. That's the minimum. You throw that at it even one time, so you can participate even just one day of the auction. And for the remaining period of the option, of all the periods of the auction, right now that's 211 days remaining, although it takes a day, so call it 209, 210. For every one of those 209 remaining days, you are going to also have that same chance to win the big payday, which is essentially getting all the BUSD you've thrown at it back. And you can win that multiple times a day, but you have at least one chance a day. And yeah, so let's go ahead and just look at how we do that, how we get in, how we invest into Rex. Now, what you're going to end up with, so besides the awesome, exciting chance at getting the BPD, the big payday, besides that, you're going to end up with a stake, a very long stake of about, 7 or 8 months? It's 222 days. Someone do the math real quick. Anyway, you're going to end up with this long stake, and so that has all the potential that entails, but the sooner we get into this, the sooner that we have the chance to win these big paydays, and we may ROI, so to speak, because you're getting the BUSD back. You can claim that when you win it, or you could compound it back into Rex. But let's say you did claim it, you could, in theory, get your money back, your ROI there. And so I was looking at some of the estimated percentages of winning, and they vary anywhere from like a 1 to 13% range a day, somewhere like that. But the auction days that have already happened looked like when it was actually analyzed at the end of the day, they had a much higher chance than that per day. Not only because it can be triggered multiple times a day, but maybe not as many people participated that day than were estimated, things like that. We can't predict all of the different variables here. So anyway, here's how you jump into this if you were deciding to. Referral link in the description, as always, if you want to use my buddy code. In this case, it actually benefits us both. I get a little bit, and you get an extra bonus, actually, as well. You get more Rex than you would normally by not using a code. So win-win for both of us there. I will have my code and link in the description. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I have my BUSD that I just swapped over on PancakeSwap, and I have a referral code. I think I grabbed CryptoCats earlier from him. Let's see. Just checking my Telegram. I have so many chats throughout the day. I try to sort them into folders, but we all know how that goes with the number that we have flying back and forth on a daily basis. Ah, there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my refers address there. I'm going to go ahead and throw in my, let's just call it 109. And I'm going to send BUSD. Now, this is the first time I'm doing this, so of course my MetaMask is popping up asking for permission. You'll see that little window pop up in your top right if you're doing this from MetaMask, browser extension. Connectivity, I'm sure most wallets are similar. It'll ask for that request. And we see it spinning. It's trying to go through. I just got my secondary approval to actually approve this transaction rather than just connecting to the contract. And we're still spinning. There we go. Transaction successful. So like any nice DeFi crypto site. We have a way to view the receipt of that on BSC scan. And we have a nice little timer here. So it's going to be another 12 hours. It's almost midnight here, so I assume that this 12 p.m. is actually my 12 p.m. in CST. I don't know if this adjusts for everyone else, depending on time zone or not. But you do have a countdown timer, so regardless of what time it is for you, you can at least have a nice little timer. And so when this timer is over, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back. I can see my participation today was 119. I believe that little bit of a bonus is from entering a buddy amount. So like I said, you get a bonus based on that. Now, when you first invest here, it's going to say not eligible for BPD, not eligible for big payout day. The reason that before I'm kind of a stickler for not saying the wrong thing here. For some reason, that sounded weird to me when I said that, so I'm checking the white paper to correct myself if I'm saying the wrong thing. Just a moment. Scanning, 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 and here's auctions. I just wanted to double check on the BPD while I was here. Yes, big payday. Yes. So, yeah, so big payday. So it's going to say initially that you're not eligible for the big payday. That's okay. It's going to say that until the next, until the auction comes to an end. So when your first participation auction comes to an end, you're going to have the option to, you'll see how much Rex you're going to get, and you're going to have the option to claim it as a stake. And so to be eligible for the BPD, that is what you have to do. You have to claim it as an irrevocable stake for at least 222 days into the future. I said in the previous video, I'm going to be safe and throw it out a little longer. So you have to throw it at least 222 days out. And then as long as you continue to do that, if you do any other future auctions, you need to make sure that you're claiming as a stake that's at least 222 days out. So if you keep doing that, you will remain eligible for the BPD. Now, like I said, you could just participate once, stake out your irrevocable stake, and then not touch it except to check back in to see if you got BPD for the day, if you won that or not. That is one strategy. If you also want to, you could use multiple wallets. That will increase your chance of getting the BPD. Remember, it could be once a day, it could be multiple times a day. So I think that is one of the most exciting parts of this auction. But all that being said, this of course is, well, it is Rex. So, oh, I can claim the resulting Rex liquid. Someone's already used me as a referral. That's awesome. Whichever one of you guys, wait, you've been referred? Somebody entered your address as a refer. That's kind of confusing language. I don't know if they mean to fix that later, but yeah, so that's awesome. So I'm gonna claim mine and throw it out for a long stake. I think to remain BPD eligible, that's only in reference to your auction rewards that you're claiming, but I will verify that before I claim these referral rewards. So, but that's awesome that someone may have already jumped in there and done that. So kudos to whoever did that. Thank you. I always appreciate that type of support. That's awesome, but we do both win out in this case. We both get bonus Rex, so that's exciting. Yeah, so that is a viable strategy, by the way. I just mentioned that. You could use multiple wallets because your chance at winning the BPD daily for the next, what is it, 211 days, 209 days, something, 210 days almost. So for that amount of time, every single day you're going to have a chance. Now, you only get one chance per wallet, so to speak. I mean, the BPD could run multiple times a day, but I mean to say that your chances are really per wallet when you look at the odds. So if you do decide to enter the auction again, it would actually behoove you to create another wallet. I know that's a hassle and not fun to keep up with multiple wallets, but I think the possibility of you winning the BPD is actually worth it in this case. And if nothing else, you would end up with, I don't know, let's say you went a little crazy with it. You did 5 wallets, you did 10 wallets, and they each had the bare minimum of $100 in there. If nothing else, if Rex really takes off and in 222 days you come back and those stakes are worth a lot, you would have a couple extra wallets with this nice little extra bit that you could, give to someone as a gift. You could, sell the stake, whatever you want to do with it. So a lot of possibilities there. I will probably start at least one extra wallet. I also don't prefer to have to juggle all that and keep up with it. But you could put it in LastPass. You could put the note in LastPass with your secret key or somewhere secure. However you normally. I'm not the person to recommend all the best ways to store. If you have, you have hardware wallets. If you wanted to go fully dedicated to it, you'd have a hardware wallet for each, of course. But yeah, lots of options there. I'm really excited about Rex. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see where my long-term stakes end up. So yeah, stick with me for that. So that's me throwing at the auction. I'm gonna check in tomorrow, and then basically it's also encouraging people to participate and check in every day to see if they get that BPD, if they get the big payday. And it's just like a little bit of gambling. Who's going to be able to resist not throwing in any extra but the bare minimum for this 222-day period? So all around, really smart feature that they've added in there. I'm excited. So, let me know in the comments as well on any of these Rex videos if you guys do win the BPD. I know already other YouTubers I've been talking to have won theirs. I see people in the chat every day winning. I think it's anywhere from 50 wallets at least up to like 400 wallets a day that could win. So, pretty good odds depending on how many people are throwing in there for the day. And remember, even the people who have participated, are participating, aren't necessarily throwing in new money every single day, but your percentage chance of winning will gradually decrease throughout time. So the earlier you get into this, the better, the greater chance you have to win one of these big paydays, and basically ROI and get your BUSD back. So anyway, I hope that's useful information for you guys. Comment, jump in the Telegram chat, jump in the YouTube comments, let me know. You guys have a great one. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next video, and you guys stay safe out there. Thank you.